Today, I'm going to talk about cultural homogenization. So, what exactly is cultural homogenization? By O'Connor's definition, it is the process by which local cultures are transformed or absorbed by a dominant outside culture. In theory, homogenization might lead to the collapse of cultural barriers and the global adoption of a single culture. National identity and culture could be harmed by cultural homogeneity, which would be eroded by the impact of global cultural industries and multinational media. While some critics of the approach point to the dominance of American culture and corporate capitalism in the modern cultural homogeneity, others point out that the process is not one way and it actually involves a number of cultures exchanging various elements. Critics of the cultural homogenization idea argue that as individuals grow more aware of other cultures and adopt their elements, homogenization becomes less about the spread of a single culture and more about the mixing of different cultures. World music and the popularization of non Western television, Latin American telenovelas, Japanese anime, Indian Bollywood, and Korean dramas, religion, food, and clothing in the West are all examples of non Western culture influencing the West. Albeit insignificant in comparison to Western influence in other countries, localization or cultural heterogenization is the process of adopting components of global culture into local cultures. The Korean wave or Hallyu is the most advanced type of cultural hybridity. It embodies its own national character while also appealing to a regional community with similar aspirations and problems. It's worth noting that the unified popular culture that K-pop producers are attempting to establish is not one that crosses national boundaries. They are linked by generational and social class lines. Hallyu is forming relationships between young, middle-class urban Asians. Homogenization is generally seen as negative since it results in a loss of cultural diversity. However, some scholars, particularly in the field of education, hold a positive view of homogeneity.